I'm gonna tell you a story. First thing you have to understand is time doesn't work the way you think it does. You can call me Oracle, that's not what I was talking to you. Welcome to the cult. Continue with Beast Hunger. So, I did my hunger for the nemesis, for the predator. In both cases, it's Samakarati and Vavakarati, Pinikarati, Quisiari, Prasadayati, Kadadi. Samakarati and Vavakarati, Pinikarati, Tarsiati, Prasadayati, Upayati. So, as you know, associate and insinuate yourself into, identify with, M-word. Reduce to order, prey upon. Actually, I might need to do it different since all of them are... Ah, man. I might have screwed up the second one. Oh, no, wait a minute. I didn't screw up the second one, but I screwed up the third and fourth. Aw, dang. I got the ones right for the last episode, and I messed up the one with this one. Jeez. So it's, in the second case, it's reduced to order for the first time, Parantintika Bhavati. So, reduced to order, prey upon, or become an adversary to. And then the last line is going to be the same for, like, all of them. Which is another Samakarati and Babakarati, Pinikaroti, Tarsiati, Prasadiyati, Bobiyati. Because the thing about beasts is that part of the whole apex predator thing, or part of the whole doing the whole apex part of the Avatara inheritance or the incarnation inheritance is basically visiting your hunger upon the world, or at least your local hive. But I chose to aim big and go for the world. But the thing of it is, when you do so, you basically visit your hunger upon the rest of the hive, and so it's associate with, insinuate yourself into, identify with, thirst for, and then reduce to order, visit, to visit my thirst, to prey upon, and become an adversary, those who do the pleasing, in the most vicious way, and visit my hunger to do terrible things to them and as many people as I can, if I can, the whole world. Whole world actually doesn't even seem like that hard of a sell for that sort of thing. Alright, but moving on to the next two kinds of hunger. We have... Where are you? Where are you? I just saw you. Ah, yes. Tyrants. Tyrants are beasts who hunger for power. They can be just by physically overpowering someone or by exerting other forms of power, such as humiliating a rival or abusing an employee. Not cool. That second one, not cool. Definitely. And depending on what kind of rival and what kind of humiliation, that can be not cool. It has Talmud for that. The moment in which a victim recognizes their own powerlessness generates the fear the beast needs. This is meant to teach victims to respect their own limitations. The way a tyrant feeds is always to establish some kind of hierarchy with herself at the top. A high level of satiety, yeah, that much. You'll see what I'm going for in a minute. At the high levels of satiety, this may require the beast to make a dramatic show of power, such as by taking over a high-profile organization or defeating a well-known opponent in single combat. At lower levels of satiety, the tyrant may gain satiety from smaller, more personal gestures, even something as similar even as something as like low-key as shouting at a stranger. Like idiots, like once upon a time, there is the two tailgating me. I was like, whatever. We got to a higher speed limit area. I sped up. He still wasn't happy with it. I pulled over. The idiot got out of his car stopped his car in the middle of the road, got out of it, and came right up to me because I let him pass. That is the dumbest sour grapes move ever. Luckily, a police officer literally rolled up, like, as he was coming up to my car, and, like, immediately the cop was like, what's going on here? And obviously, I'm not the problem because I'm the one who's pulled over and he's the one in his car in the middle of the road. But that is one of the few times I've been, like, genuinely full grateful for when a cop rolled up. But that's the kind of thing. Like, that is straight up tyrant behavior. Just like, you got what you want, and you still need to go back to shout at someone? Wow. That is someone who does not have, or who either is at really low satiety, or can't really have really high levels of satiety, because, like, damn, that's sad. All right, now, and Rabbit. Oh yeah. So what do I want to be tired over? Miserly wealthy people that think they're better than everyone else because they have all this power and they're too sad and pathetic to even spend their money because they just, like, want to have it all to themselves. Like, I've talked about this before, like that pathetic ultra rich group that, like, literally stole a third of the world's wealth back in, like, 2008. Yeah, those are the ones I'm after. Those ones need to understand that things go away. Especially money in bank account that technically belongs to the rest of the world and not to them, that they let sit there because they're too scared to move it. That's just my opinion. Ravagers are beasts who hunger for ruin. They typically damage or destroy things in order to foster a sense of uncertainty and vulnerability. If they kill a human, they target something important to someone important to a whole community. The lesson they teach is disasters are survivable. Or, depending on the group, shouldn't be. For a Ravager, the intrinsic value of the target is less important than the emotional ties people have to it. At high satiety, however, either their target must be valued by a large number of people, or the damage they cause must be dramatic or extensive. For Ravagers of low satiety, lesser damage and less high-profile targets will suffice. Note that Ravagers will take steps to avoid collateral damage to humans. Burning it down a building with residents inside it is horrific, while forcing the residents to watch their homes burn is more likely to result in a satisfying feeding. Ravagers also don't need their victims to recognize them as the agents of their destruction. Indeed, it's often more unsettling to people and thus more satisfying to the beast when the perpetrator of a destructive act remains unknown and unexplained, and perhaps at large. You know what I want to ruin? Insurance companies. I hunger for their ruin. They have to understand that they are not the whole community by themselves, and that their destruction as corporations is more than survivable by them and way easily survivable by the rest of us. If the insurance companies were to just go away, just be gone tomorrow, you know what that means? It means all medical care, all of it, becomes cheaper. In my opinion, their disaster is our survival. For Ravager, the intrinsic value of the target is less important than the emotional ties people have to it. Oh, nope, that's the whole thing. All right, and that is Ravagers and Tyrants. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe.